Welcome, everybody. I am Rob Lee. I have the privilege of serving as the RIA Conference Communications Chair by virtue of the request of our incoming president, Jennifer Nicely. Jennifer, thanks for joining us for a few moments today to kick off the speaker sessions that'll be open for everybody to see in the next couple of weeks as we hear from our speakers. How is Myrtle Beach right now?
Oh my goodness. Well, Rob, as we talked before we started recording this, it snowed here last week, and for it to snow at the beach is just weird. I had past clients call and go, "Hey, look, I want a refund. We moved here to get away from the snow. What's happening?" So it's a little odd around here. We're used to having the beach and the water and the heat, and so we're surviving. But Myrtle Beach is absolutely stunning with snow on the beach. I will say that. So it's been a good winter season this year. We've actually seen four seasons, which is exciting.
And I can safely say that we will not see that snow in July at the conference either,
Not
right?
a chance. Not a chance. Not in July and August.
Now, growing up in Wyoming, I love the snow. I actually giggle when it snows here in Georgia and other places in the South because everybody freaks out.
Yes.
But we won't be having that issue at the RIA conference. Myrtle Beach. Why Myrtle Beach for the RIA conference this year?
Well, we wanted to bring RIA back to the East Coast. And, this is a board of directors decision. This isn't my decision. I wasn't even voted in to be president elect when we decided on Myrtle Beach. It just happened that way, which is fantastic because I'm here and I can help with the scheduling of the conference and making sure everything is aligning with our vision. And so I'm excited that it's here. But we wanted to bring it back to the East Coast. We wanted some warm weather, and that is what we will be getting in July is some warm weather. But I'm excited about everyone seeing my hometown. I wasn't born and raised here, but I was born and raised coming here on vacation, like a lot of people in the country do. But they know Myrtle Beach as a tourist destination, but not everything we do is touristy here. We have the suburbs and we have the lifestyle and the boating up and down the intercoastal waterway, and that's what I want our membership to see is the other side of it, not just the big flashing lights and shows and all of that. So we've got a lot of things planned for our conference. One of the exciting things we're going to be doing is giving out QR codes and handouts and coupon books of all kinds of things that you can do. We are one block from the Pelicans baseball stadium. We are one and a half blocks from Broadway at the beach, which is tons of shopping and restaurants and shows and water activities and putt-putt. We're known for putt-putt. But there's Top Golf on the other block, and then there's the ocean on the other block. So we're really smack in the middle of a lot for people to do. And the Experience Me committee is setting up each night, having someone go to a different area of town and providing the membership with their cell phone number to say, "Hey, if you want to go to Broadway at the beach, call me. We'll all go together. Or if you want to go to Top Golf, call me. We'll all go together." And so I have so many connections here that I want to make it a very memorable experience for everyone. It's kind of why I've said from the beginning, bring your family, make it a vacation, write it off on your taxes. Like it's the best work and family vacation that you could have.
Sounds amazing. There's so many conferences we go to in so many places around the country. And I can honestly say I've never been to Myrtle Beach before. So the idea that we can walk to these places on the beach, go have some fun with the people that we travel to spend time with at the RIA conference is awesome.
Yes.
So this being your hometown, this being the start of your year in charge of RIA as president, how does this kick off the year as you see it for what it is that you and your team would like to accomplish?
Yeah. So first and foremost, my passion is business. And then secondly, it's instruction, it's teaching and inspiring other people. And so my presidency year is really exciting for me because running an organization is a business. And I want to make sure that it is going to be future proof and continue to run like a business, but also provide our membership with value. It's a choice to be a member of RIA, and our economy, our industry, everything is always evolving. It's always changing. And sometimes it's draining to keep up with those changes. And so I really want to inspire our membership. This is one of the reasons why our conference is themed the way it is: ignite, inspire, innovate. I think 2024 was really tough for a lot of people in our industry for multiple reasons. Not only did we have the settlement, we had high interest rates, we had a presidential election. It always slows down. Then we had crazy hurricanes throughout the country and fires, and just we've gotten hit from every direction. And when that happens, you can really feel burnout. And so the goal of my presidential year is to spark that passion again, and to have that refreshing feeling. And for me, having this conference in my hometown and stepping into that installment as presidency is refreshing to me. That is something new that I get to experience with RIA, and lead them in the vision I have for them, which is to make sure that we are future proof as a business, although we're nonprofit, make sure we're future proof, and to make sure that we provide value to our members so that they can go out and thrive. Because I feel like we are the first people on the line when it comes to our industry. We're the first people they come across when they come into our industry, and we are the ones that inspire them. And so we can make a difference in our industry, in the real estate world. And that starts with RIA. That starts with helping all of our members.
It's so amazing to hear that because so many people think business decisions are not educational decisions are not business decisions. But I think that's one of the reasons why you and I have always connected is we're business people first and we do what we love doing as part of our business processes. And it creates a mentality that if we're happy doing what we love and we love what we're doing, what makes us happy, we can go out there and make good money doing it, but also, and more importantly, make the world a better place in the process.
Make a
I am
difference.
excited for a year of helping my fellow instructors do that very same thing, and excited what the conference will do to kickstart that innovation and that inspiration like you talked about. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of which, this is kicking off our speaker sessions over the course of the next couple of weeks. Members and conference goers will be able to hear a few words from each of our presenters that will be presenting on their topics. Without giving anything away, what can you say people can look forward to at the conference, generally speaking?
Yeah, so we had around 40 submissions for RFPs to speak this year at the conference. We only need 18. We only have 18 slots to fill. So to have 40 to choose from was amazing. The committee had a hard time narrowing it down to 18, but I will say we have narrowed it down as of today. That's not announced yet, but we know who our 18 are. But I'm telling you, Rob, the 40 we had to choose from, it was exciting because there were so many topics that we wanted to choose and so many great speakers we wanted to choose. And we also wanted to make sure that we stayed with the theme. So this year we're going to have 3 rooms. One room is called Instruct, one room is called Innovate, and one room is called Inspire. And so every time there's a concurrent session, it's going to fall under one of those themes. We As you know, because I've asked you to come help with communications for the conference, and man, I can't sing your praises enough. You are just amazing. But there's some changes that we're doing for the conference this year, and additions that we're adding in. And word on the street is we might be recording these concurrent sessions so that everyone gets to see all of the concurrent sessions instead of just one at a time. So again, we're building that value there for them. So I'm really excited about the concurrent sessions. I think all the members are going to be excited about it. There's a lot of topics that they've never heard before. There's a lot of things we're tapping into that we haven't had access to tap into in the past. And that's why you come to these conferences, is to learn something new and something inspiring.
Look at that. You heard it here first from Madam President herself. You are going to get things at the RIA conference that you have never gotten before.
Yes.
Honestly, I was excited about attending. Like I said, never been to Myrtle Beach. It's on the beach. We can walk to the nightlife. Now I don't have to worry about picking and choosing where I'm going to be because I can actually rewatch these things, which
That's right.
probably means all year round. So it's learning that keeps on giving. It's Christmas come early.
Yes, yes.
Christmas come early from your Santa Claus Rhea family. That is amazing. Now,
Yeah, it's not all worked out yet, but that's what we are striving for, and we have the right people to put it into place. So it's I think we're gonna have
awesome.
it there.
Awesome. Now, the $1 million piece of advice. We
Oh,
get in that first night. We're there
mm,
having a great time. What's
yes.
the one recommendation for some good Southern eating in Myrtle Beach that we can
Oh,
hit up?
man, that's a tough one. You know, we're like the restaurant capital around here because of our tourism. We had over 120 golf courses at one point. We're down
Good
to
Lord.
89 golf courses. So that is really what we're known for. But we beat that with restaurants. So to ask where Southern, there is a restaurant called Simply Southern. There is nothing fancy about it. It is 9 times out of 10 going to be a buffet, but that's where you're going to get your collard greens and your fried chicken and your chicken and dumplings and all of those other things. So I would say there. Sometimes I will go through and pick up stuff just for the house. But what I will also say, please don't buy boiled peanuts at the gas station like Chris did. She does not like them. I said, well, that was your first mistake. It was the gas station.
I look, I'm with Chris on that. Again, born and raised in Wyoming, they are weird to me. So if you're a Southerner that likes boiled peanuts, I guess Myrtle Beach probably by that comment has some places that you can get them. If you're a Westerner like me, stay away.
Yeah,
Go to the buffet. Look, you just said buffet and I'm locked in. So,
yeah,
and if they have good Southern buffet eating, I might just end up living there and then
yeah,
y'all can roll me into the conference at the appropriate time.
yeah. Well, I know a good realtor who can sell you a house. So if you fall in love with the food, we can move here. Not a problem.
Well, everybody, once again, this kicks off our speaker sessions. Over the coming weeks, you'll be hearing from each of the individual speakers, as well as some other presenters of concurrent sessions, as well as our GSI course that we will have also at your real estate school, from what I understand. And President Nicely, thank you for sharing a few moments of
President-elect.
our time. President-elect
Not
Nicely,
president
thank
yet.
you for getting us kicked off. Everybody, make sure that you register at riaconference.com. Get your tickets bought, get your hotel rooms booked, uh, get your walking shoes on because it sounds like we're going to have a hell of a nightlife.
Yes.
And come with your bibs because apparently there's a great Southern buffet that I will be living at, and I would love to have some company. Thanks again, Jennifer, for some time.
Thank you for having me. See you all in Myrtle Beach.